What's up, everyone? I'm Rick Knight. Welcome back to another video here at The Bad Philosopher. Just got home from work, still in my work clothes, as always, right? That's all I do is work and shoot YouTube videos and occasionally get on the mat and train in a little jiu-jitsu. That's what my life revolves around at this point because I'm pretty lame. Okay, so a CNN analyst, Areva Martin, had a phone call conversation with a conservative talk show host, David Webb, and we are going to listen to a small clip of the exchange.
I've chosen to cross different parts of the media world, done the work so that I'm qualified to be in each one. I never considered my color the issue. I considered my qualifications the issue.
Well, David, you know, that's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
How do I have the privilege of white privilege?
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege. This whole long conversation, I don't have time to get into.
Areva, I hate to break it to you, but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Okay, then I stand.
See, you went to white privilege. This is the falsehood in this. You went immediately with an assumption. Your people obviously, or you didn't look. You're talking to a black man who started out in rock radio in Boston, who crossed the paths into hip-hop, rebuilding one of the greatest black stations in America, and went on to work for Fox News, where I'm told apparently blacks aren't supposed to work, but yet you come with this assumption and you go to white privilege.
David,
that's actually insulting.
It is, and I apologize because my people gave me wrong information. They told me
the whole white privilege thing is insulting.
David, can I apologize and correct the record? I want to apologize. I was given wrong information about you, and I apologize.
But based on my color, you were going to something that I was part of, and just to add to it, my family background is white, black, Indian, Arawak, Irish, Scottish. I mean, it's so diverse. I'm like the UN when it comes to this. And this is part of the problem with driving a narrative around a construct like white privilege. Privilege is one thing. We're applied wealth, economy, various social factors, but not necessarily determined by color of skin.
Ah, there you have it. That was great. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Oh, that is amazing. I cannot even believe something like that has happened. That is awesome. It really, really is. So, Areva Martin thought that it was white privilege. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Let me just get rid of this screen, and then let me talk about it. Okay, so she thought that she was dealing with a white person. She thought he was that David Webb was white. She didn't even know that she was talking to a black dude. That's insane. That's crazy. And then she immediately, what'd she do? She went right to race, right? White privilege right away. Oh, that's because of your white privilege. This is the result of a party who deals with the holy trinity of everything to them. Their holy trilogy of politics, right? Race, gender, and sexuality. So now she just had to eat humble pie, and it was great. It was great seeing how foolish she is and how foolish CNN are to even give her a salary and have her there. You know, CNN is really nothing more than a low-hanging fruit of journalism. They're fake news. They're tabloids. I mean, they're like the new Onion. It's just, it's terrible. I respect the Onion more than I respect CNN because at least the Onion lets you know what they are and who they are. It's satire, right? It's comedy. Just enjoy it and laugh. I love the Onion. You know, it's great. It's a good laugh. These CNN, they're actually serious. Like they're really serious with their reporting, and it's all fake garbage. I mean, they didn't even have the decency, this woman, I don't know if it's her fault or she's just passing the blame on to her people, to know who they were dealing with. They don't even know who David Webb is. Now, I'm not very familiar with him either, but, you know, at least I don't go to race right away. right? Like race is the first thing you go to the point that you don't even know who you're speaking to, and then you shoot to race right away, and then you make a fool out of yourself when you realize that you're not even speaking to the person of the race that you thought you were speaking to, and now you feel stupid when you think his career is based on the color of his skin, and you find out he's not white, and that he doesn't have the privilege you thought. And then he made it off of talent and hard work. Now, I don't really know much of him, so I can't really speak for him on how he made it. But I'm not going to assume he made it because he's black. I mean, he's in the position he's in for a reason. He probably has the talent. He probably made the right connections. He's probably very hardworking. He probably, he takes his job serious, and that's it. And he made it, and good for him. Good for him that he made it, and that he found some level of success. Hopefully I can make it too. And if I do make it, it won't be because of the color of my skin. It won't be because of my white privilege. No one goes up to a radio station and says, "Hey, I want to be a very successful broadcaster, and I'm white, so just my privilege handed to me." They're like, "No, it doesn't work that way." The market will decide. The market will decide if we like you or not. Howard Stern didn't become the famous Howard Stern because he's white. He became the famous Howard Stern because there's a market for people who like Howard Stern and they want to hear him. They want to watch his radio show on what is it, Sirius XM or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but still, he's as famous as he is because of his talent and because there's a market for people that for him. That's how it works. It's like anything else. You listen to this garbage rap music that's thrown all over the place, and do we say it's because of black privilege that they get to put out these garbage albums that sell and they become rich and famous? And it's like, no, it's not because of black privilege. It's because there's a market for them. People are buying, tickets to their concerts. People are viewing them on YouTube. People are buying their albums. People are spending, their time and money on these artists, right? This is how the market works. Plain and simple. No one cares about these rappers because they're black. They care about them because if they like what they hear, or they like what they see and hear in the videos and stuff that they click on YouTube and other platforms, it will help the artist become successful, right? David Webb became successful because there's a market for him, right? Not because of the color of his skin or the color of anyone's skin, right? It doesn't work that way. No one gives a shit about the color of your skin when they're trying to make money. Can we make money off of you? Yes or no? Are you marketable? Can I profit off of you? If I cannot profit off of you, I don't need you. It's plain and simple. This Areva Martin lady on CNN, this is the result of getting hired from some privilege here. You were hired because you're a woman and because you're black. You're a black woman. That's why you were hired. That's why CNN put you on. They needed to fill your spot with a woman of color, and you have whatever degree you have, so you fit the slot. That's it. You fit the description. You're good to go. And then they put you in there, and look at you. You made a fool of yourself. This is what happens when you're a network like CNN that follows the holy trinity of politics, of grievance, the holy trinity of grievance on the left, which is the race, gender, sexuality, and then you have their politics, which is their holy trinity of politics, which is diversity, inclusion, and equality. This is what happens. They get an analyst or journalist, whatever you claiming to be. They get, you're nothing to me. You're really nothing more than a blogger. And they have you there, and that's it. Affirmative action. You are an affirmative action employee, and this is what happens. Instead of hiring you based on your talent and based on what you could offer the company, they hired you because you are a black woman. You are a woman of color, and you're able to check a few boxes. You're in the oppressed category, and in their eyes, you have every right to stand up and compete for a gold medal at the Oppression Olympics, so you were hired to do that job, not because of your talent. And here you are pointing out a person who you thought was white and thinking that person did not get his job because of talent. He got the job because he was able to check a box on the white side, right? I'm white, I could check the box, I'm white, and I get this, cushy job and make a little fame for myself. And it turns out, no, he did it through hard work. And that's it. This is what you get with low-hanging fruit of a journalist corporation in CNN. This is why they're garbage. This is why Donald Trump verbally abuses them and makes them look terrible. It's just one, just one ball drop after the next with them. That's all they do. They just drop the ball constantly. So, get it together, CNN. We used to respect you. You used to have at least a little bit of dignity. You had a little bit of respect, and now it's to the point that you have none. You really are the onion of broadcasting, of journalism. It's terrible. It really is. So, but that was funny. That was hilarious. Just hearing her eat humble pie, learning that he's a black man. She was like, that's because you're white privilege. He was like, you didn't do your homework very well. I'm actually a black man. She was like, oh, you really? Really? Oh, okay. Can I apologize? That was great. All right, I just wanted to throw that out there and throw my 2 cents in. I hope it made sense. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, as always. Please help me out. Whatever. Share the video. Do something. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.